good to have you back on this Friday morning. So we'll continue to start as we do. We're going to make our way down to the earth. Now, always know that you have a choice if you prefer to start. So we'll do a meditation piece as we have, go into postures, and then we'll do our relaxation piece. So always, if you find that sitting in a comfortable place is where you want to be instead of going down to the earth, then just tune in, listen to your body, and totally respect that. So if you're going down to the earth, please use your hands to help yourself down, taking that stress off of your lower back as we're all feeling the earth beneath us. Hands maybe by the side, palms are comfortably up to the ceiling, just resting by you. Just starting to feel the earth support you as we begin to transition from maybe your already busy morning, maybe your stressful morning, and starting transitioning to this moment. As you take a nice inhale through the nose, feeling the cool air entering your nose, oxygenating your whole body. So as we take a nice inhale, just feeling that cool sensation as the belly rises, and on the exhale, the belly falls, and just feeling that warmth coming out of your nose, maybe even carrying away tension and toxins, and letting go of regrets from the past and fear and anxiety of the future. So bringing your mind back to this moment in time. And again, just being kind to yourself. If your mind starts to wander, just gently, without judgment, just bringing it back to this place, to this time, to your space, and to your body. Again, bringing in that cool, oxygenated air through your nose as the belly rises, and as the belly falls. Just feeling that air gently leaving your nose. Nothing forced, just easy does it. Maybe as we breathe this way, bringing in some peace and calm and relaxation, rest and digest mode. And as the belly falls and the air gently leaves our nose, just getting rid of what no longer serves you. Whether it is the anxiety, whether it is the fear of the future, the unknown, but again, bringing yourself back to the breath when we feel that tension and that anxiety. Continue to breathe like this. Full belly breath, and we call it just belly breath, as I share with you a short poem. Cease looking for the flowers. There blooms a garden in your own home. And while you look for trinkets, the treasure house awaits you in your own being. Continue to breathe. Maybe even visualizing the breath. Just moving to those parts of your body that may feel a little tense as we begin our practice. All of our practice through movement and breath is peace, calm, no judgment, just working in your body. Again, there's no right or wrong. Continue to breathe. Maybe just even feeling your body relaxing just 5% more. And as we inhale and exhale, we connect to the power of peace, clinging to inner peace in times of confusion. And when your body is comfortable, your mind can relax. How about 2 more rounds of nice breath? Big inhale through your nose. The belly rises. And on the exhale, your belly falls. Nice, everyone. So I invite you now, you're on your spines, you're feeling connected to the earth, and I invite you to bend both knees, your feet are flat on the earth, about shoulder distance apart, so you're feeling very connected. Maybe walk your feet in just a little bit toward your glutes. Gaze to the ceiling, or if you like, you close your eyes if that feels nice. And again, just to remind you, if you have any dizziness, eyes stay open and just focus on a spot that's not moving. So do what feels right for you. Palms are close to the side, pressing into the earth. Now we're going to start with just our arms, and we're going to inhale, lifting your arms slowly overhead, fingers are spread apart, and again visualizing moving through deep water and feeling that resistance as our hands and our arms make their way down to the earth. And maybe just feeling for a moment what that feels like to open up your heart, because when we are tense, we tend to contract our heart space. So a lot of movements in yoga open up your heart. Here we go. On the exhale, reaching from your deltoids. And again, reaching through that deep water, using that whole exhale as we return our hands slowly back down to the side. And when you get back down to the earth, just take a moment to hold in your abs, feeling your back flat on the earth so you feel that great stability. And when you're ready, let's do that once again. Inhale, reaching your arms overhead, reaching toward the ceiling. Breathing all the way. And on the exhale, reaching once again through those deltoids, reaching, feeling that wonderful stretch while the core is engaged into the earth. And exhaling all the way down. a great way to start. Now, we're going to do our bridge pose, and then we'll add both of those movements together. So we're going to press into both feet, press into your hands, and lift your spine slowly on the inhale, lifting your spine toward the ceiling. Maybe a smaller bridge pose as we get started. Gaze is still to the ceiling, feeling your glutes engage, feeling your spine start to warm up. And when you're ready, press into both palms, press into both feet, and slowly return your spine back down to the earth. Take a nice rounded breath once you arrive. Inhale through your nose. And exhale through your nose. Before we combine those movements, let's take a cleansing breath. So to remind you, a cleansing breath, you inhale through your nose, open your mouth, and sigh out. It sounds like, ah. So let's do that together. I heard someone having a great breath. So let's inhale once again, open your mouth, and that feels really nice. So here we go. Let's combine both of those movements. You might walk your feet in a little bit more if they've moved out. So toward your spine. And here we go. Inhaling your arms and reaching for your deltoids and lifting your spine up at the same time if that feels okay. Or you have an option of just doing one movement at a time. So listen to your body. Using that whole inhale. So feeling your heart open, feeling your glutes working, feeling your quads working. That feels pretty nice. And when you're ready, exhaling slowly, returning everything back down to the earth. Let's do that one more time. Big inhale, reaching. This is called moving bridge. And again, you may just do one movement at a time, whatever works for you. Using that whole in breath. Feeling that in your shoulders as well as they support you. And exhaling back down. Returning your spine and your palms back to the side. Nice, everyone. Let's bring both knees into your chest as we do. Wrap your arms lovingly around your knees. Maybe just taking a moment to honor yourself for being here with me today and for you taking the time to be here. So rock side to side if that's okay. Giving your lower back a little massage. Just being mindful of your space and rolling to one side. Maybe just staying there for a moment. Let's take another round of cleansing breath. I invite you to inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and taking your time, pressing into your palm, and coming up to a comfortable seated place. If you have your blanket or your little mat, I invite you to put that underneath your sit bones. Taking your time, and I think everyone's there, so let's take a moment just to talk about this position, okay? So your glutes your sit bones are really planted into your blanket or into the earth, and we're rooting to rise, so you're feeling that connection through the core. Again, when we feel connection through your core, it helps us with balance, it helps strength. So we're zipping up through the pelvic floor muscles. Torso's nice and tall, head, neck, and spine are in line. We're feeling our shoulders. Let's just inhale our shoulders up to our ears for a moment. And then just let them relax down our back as we start. So what we're going to try today is we're going to try to do our shoulders first, because maybe that will release some tension, and then that will help our necks as well. So we're going to try it in a different format. But as we get started, our hands are on our knees, and remember, we're going to make those little circles. We're going to lead with our chest. So on the inhale, we're going to bring it forward and making a little circle. And maybe even visualizing being in kind of a bottle with our shoulders, maybe hitting every little part of the inside of that bottle, if that makes sense to visualize that. So let's inhale and exhale. Eyes can be open or closed, whatever works for you. Sometimes when you go in a circle, it's better to open your eyes. Listen to your body. Inhale and exhale. Maybe making the circles a little bit bigger if that feels okay to you. And when you're ready, come back to neutral spine. And we're going to take it the opposite way. So we'll lead with our right shoulder, whichever shoulder you didn't lead with. Forward, and taking it to the left if that works. In breath, out breath. Oh, that feels nice. Because again, we hold stress in our torso as well. And it's just warming up everything. Inhale. Exhale. How about one more? Coming back to neutral spine when you arrive. So sitting up nice and tall, let's do some side stretches. I invite you to bring your left hand out to the side. Inhale that right arm up. You're going to reach up and over to that left arm that's extended. So feeling that wonderful stretch from your fingertips all the way down. Seeing how that works for you. Gaze can be to the palm, or gaze can be to the earth, whatever feels nice on your neck. And breathing. In breath. Out breath. And inhale. Exhale. In breath. And when you're ready, exhale that right arm all the way down. Already feeling good on that side. Right hand out to the side. Inhale that left arm up to the ceiling, lifting up and gently over toward that right extended arm. Again, each side may be different on your body, so being mindful, this time feeling that nice gentle stretch on the left side from fingertips all the way down. And breathing in and out. In breath. Out breath. One nice stretch. Feeling that energy. And exhale all the way down. let's do our forward fold as we are seated. So just walking our hands out. I think you can see this view. So just walking our hands out, just gently. So you're kind of on your fingertips. And then just when you feel a nice stretch, where you feel your edge, then just soften with our head and neck in between our extended arms. So you feel this great stretch. Now, I invite you to keep both sits bones grounded so you're being connected to the earth, but you're stretching through both arms, deltoids, armpits, and just feeling that forward fold too. Neck up is very loose. In breath, out breath. Exhale. Nice inhale. Nice exhale. So if this feels good, stay put. Or if you'd like to take it to the right side, just walking those fingertips out to the right a little bit. Maybe just noticing, being aware of feeling that in your body in that left armpit maybe. And when you feel that gentle stretch, just soften with the head as it just softens between both extended arms. In breath. Out breath. In breath. And out breath. Here we go. We're going to walk it gently back to neutral spine, back to the middle, and then we're going to take it to the left side. Still on your fingertips. You may be feeling it, that gentle stretch in that right armpit this time. And then just soften with your head and neck when you've arrived. Sit bones are still planted. In breath. Out breath. In breath. And out breath. One more round. And walking your hands gently back to neutral spine. And this time, we're just going to let our fingertips just kind of drag across the earth as we round our spine. Coming back to neutral spine. And when you've arrived, just let one vertebra just connect as your head moves up to neutral spine. You look good, everyone. Let's continue to warm up and let's, like we talked about, let's do the shoulders first instead of the neck and see how that feels for us today. So as we're sitting up nice and tall, let's inhale, both shoulders up, squeezing them to the ears. Squeeze, 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 create tension, and then on exhale, just let them release. So let's do that one more time. Good. Let's inhale up. Big inhale through your nose, shoulders to ears, and on your exhale, let them stop. Yes, let them just drop. Let's do that again. Inhale, lift, 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 lift. Squeeze, if that feels good, and exhale, let them jump. Great breath. Now, let's do that 3-part together. So let's inhale up, squeeze your shoulder blades together down your back, and then release them. Very nice. Inhale up, squeeze those shoulder blades together, and exhale down. Just maybe even visualizing that tension just being released down your spine. So let's do that again. Maybe visualizing in our minds at the same time. Inhale up, Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale back down. That felt so nice. Let's do that again. Inhale up. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And exhale down. Take a moment just to kind of round your shoulders forward and back. Just kind of feel what that feels like in your body. Let's sit up nice and tall, and let's work on our necks. Let's inhale through your nose and chin to chest, relaxing those shoulders down your back. And just a gentle nod, right ear to right shoulder, listening to your body. If you'd like to just stay here, you feel that stretch, that's enough for you today. Just stay in that posture, just breathing. Or if you'd like a little bit more, maybe a nice gentle nod. And if you'd like a little bit more, that left hand out to your side. So you pick what feels good for your body. Either a nod, a stretch. And let's just all hold it in this posture, holding, breathing, feeling that tension just roll off that left side of your neck. Just a soft gaze, close your eyes, inhale, and exhale. Inhale, and exhale. One more in-breath. And on your exhale, bring your palm in and come back to neutral spine. Just remind you, shoulders away from your ears. Take a nice in-breath. And on your exhale, chin to chest once more. And inhale your left shoulder, or excuse me, your left ear to your left shoulder. Just feeling that gentle stretch down that right side. Maybe finding your breath, finding your edge. If that's enough for you today, stay here. Otherwise, maybe a nice little gentle range of motion. A little nod. And if you'd like a little more, I invite you then to bring your right hand out. Gentle nod, so nice and tall. And then let's just hold it. Hold it there. Sending energy to that right side of your neck. Feeling that tension just draining down your side there. From your neck all the way down to your fingertips. And breathe in breath. Out breath. Sitting up nice and tall. In breath. Out breath. In breath. And out breath. How about one more? And on your exhale, bring your hand to your knee and back to neutral spine. Maybe taking a moment just to round your shoulders. If you need a little bit more movement in your neck, just to loosen up everything, I invite you to do that. And as we're sitting up nice and tall, using our core, let's do a little twisting. Anytime twisting in yoga is great for digestion, great for ascending, descending colon, removal of toxins. So I invite you to bring both hands to your right knee Right hand behind you for your kickstand. Your left hand just rests gently. Just visualize the crown of your head just reaching for the ceiling. On the inhale, we lengthen through the spine. And on the exhale, using your shoulders and your chest, looking over that shoulder. So feeling kind of your abs just twisting just a little bit. And coming back to neutral spine here. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, just twisting gently over that shoulder. In breath. Out breath. Inhale. Exhale. And coming back to neutral spine. Let's try that just one more time and switch sides. Lengthening, I can say that, lengthening through the spine and feeling just that crown reaching for the ceiling and exhaling over that shoulder, holding in your abs nice and tight and breathing in breath and out breath and in breath and out breath. Now, coming back, twisting all the way back. Just feeling what that feels like in your body. And here we go. Both hands now to the left knee. Right hand rests comfortably. And left hand is your kickstand, lifting your torso nice and tall. And here we go. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. From your shoulders, your chest, turning back, and then recalibrating, again visualizing the crown lifting, and on the exhale, following it around to look over your left shoulder. And breathing in breath, out breath, and in breath. Out breath. Coming back once more. Here we go. Lengthening through the spine. Holding in your abs and twisting. Looking over that shoulder. In breath. And out breath. And in breath. And out breath. And gently twisting back to neutral spine. How are we doing, everyone? Doing well? Mm-hmm. Let's inhale, circle of joy. Big inhale up. And then hands, palms come to heart center. Maybe just closing your eyes for a moment. Just feeling what you're feeling. How is your body doing? Again, just honoring yourself for being here today, for doing this for yourself. And gently open your eyes. We're going to take it to all fours and grab your blanket from underneath you. Put underneath your knees if you need a little bit more padding. Taking your time. So we've arrived, hands underneath shoulders. Okay, maybe a nice little gentle bend. So just being mindful of maybe not locking out those elbows. We want them to stay safe. Knees underneath hips. So we're feeling pretty strong in this posture. So as we do cat and cow, we're just still warming up your spine. So on the inhale, round your spine toward the ceiling, your head drops, your gaze to your belly, if that feels nice. Neck is nice and long. And on the exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades together, belly to earth. and gentle gaze to ceiling. Just being mindful of that neck. If that gaze up is too much, just look at the earth. So inhale, round that spine, and just feeling that through every vertebra, your spine, belly to earth, and squeeze those shoulder blades together, and gentle gaze to ceiling. Nice range of motion, everyone. Really see it, listening to your body. Inhale around that spine. Maybe just taking a moment to hold it there. Looking at your abs, are they tight? Neck is nice and soft and loose. And when you're ready, exhale, squeezing those shoulder blades together, belly to earth, and gaze to ceiling. Let's do one more together. Round your spine. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Belly comes toward the earth and gaze to ceiling. Now I invite you to do 3 more paired with your breath and your movement. Just feeling that wonderful stretch through the spine. You look really, really good. And when you finish, come back to neutral spine. Nice work, everyone. So as we continue opening up your shoulders, I invite you to bring your left hand in front of you. Fingers are spread, just taking a moment to feel that tension in your hand, just feeling the earth. And as we're going to do thread the needle, opens up both shoulders, relaxes your neck as the shoulders relax. Let's sweep that right arm all the way up to the ceiling, feeling that wonderful stretch from fingertip all the way down. Maybe taking a look at your fingertips. And when you're ready, we're going to thread that right hand behind the left. The left hand extends, knees bend over your hips. So thread the needle, feeling that opening start in that right deltoid. Finding your breath. In breath. And out breath. And inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Settling in. Excuse me. Just feeling that deltoid, that whole shoulder start to open. One more round of breath. And on your exhale, coming back to tabletop. And inhaling that right arm back up to the ceiling. And exhaling it back down. Maybe just taking a moment to notice how that right side feels in comparison to the left. Bringing that right hand now in front of your gaze, feeling what that feels like. And when you're ready, sweeping that left arm all the way up to the ceiling. And just noticing, gaze to the hands. And when you're ready, thread the needle on this side. Left hand comes behind the right. Right hand extended. Knees over hips. Sending breath to that left shoulder. In breath. Out breath. And in breath. Out breath. Just noticing how they compare. In breath. Out breath. Feeling tension in the left shoulder. Just breathe and breath. That left shoulder. Release some of that tension. One more round of breath. In breath. Out breath. And coming back up to all fours. And sweeping that left arm all the way up. Put that down. We're back to all fours. We're going to go into relaxation pose. Relaxation pose, both arms extended in front. Forehead comes down to the earth if that feels okay. Knees over hips. This is a wonderful restorative posture. Forehead can just rotate side to side. That feels okay. Anytime our forehead is engaged, it helps relax our central nervous system so we have peace and calm. Just maybe visualizing some of the tension just rolling down your spine. If you'd like to try to bring your palms back by your hips, the palms are open to the ceiling. This just kind of feels nice, opens up your chest. So again, this is relaxation pose. Anytime you want to come to this posture, I invite you to do that. And just finding your breath. In breath. And out breath. Inhale. And exhale. And inhale. Exhale. One more round of breath. In breath. Out breath. And on your next inhale, come back up to all fours. And we did this last time. This is a great way to build some strength, core, upper body strength. Helps with flexibility. It also helps with balance. So we're going to walk both hands out. So we're going to do a modified plank, and then we'll do a little push-up. So either stay in modified plank, do what works for you. So we'll walk our hands out about 6 inches, bring our shoulders over our wrists. Maybe just feel what this feels like. Just stay here, neck is nice and long, chin is away from your chest, okay? So gaze is to the earth. So I invite you to stay here, or inhale with a little push-up, and exhale back up. Stay here. Inhale with a little push-up, and exhale back. One more time. Inhale, bend into a push-up, and exhale back up. And then we'll go into relaxation pose. Arms extend in front of you, forehead down to the earth. If that feels good, just stretching those arms, those deltoids. And breathing. In breath, out breath. In breath. Out breath. How about one more round? And on your exhale, coming back to tabletop once more. So let's try that one more time. We can do this together. Hands walk out about 6 inches, shoulders over wrists. Okay, neck is nice and long, feeling very strong in this posture. So stay here, or let's inhale, little baby push-up. Exhale back up, taking your time. Stay here. Inhale, baby push-up. And exhale back up. One more. Inhale. Exhale. And back to relaxation pose. Forehead to earth. This time, let's bring our hands back by our hips. If that feels okay, palms up to the earth or up to the sky. And just finding your breath. In breath. Out breath. And in breath. And out breath. One more round. And then let's come back together, please, in tabletop. Nice work, everyone. Let's do lion's breath. So again, to relax all the muscles in our face. Kind of fun, but it works, right? So as we inhale together, tongue comes out, and exhaling out. Let's do it again. Inhale. Stick out your tongue and this relaxes your jaw, your tongue, because we tend to hold stress in our jaw too, right? In our tongue. Do you ever find that when you have some tension, your tongue does not relax down in the roof of your mouth? It's interesting, isn't it, what we do or what our body does. So this is a great relaxation for our muscles. Let's do it one more time. In breath. Beautiful. Okay, so we're going to transition up to a standing posture. Remember, we did tree pose last time, so we ready to embark on tree pose? So whatever way that you find is the easiest to transition to getting up. If you're transitioning from your tabletop, you can just walk your hands toward your feet and just slowly stand up. Great, great. Head, neck, and spine being the last. So I invite you to find a wall or close to it. Maybe you might find today that maybe you'll take your hand slightly off if that feels okay, but you determine, okay? So just to remind you, can you see me pretty well?
Yeah.
Okay, so your feet are about, I'm gonna kind of bar up to the wall, but your feet are about shoulder distance apart. So this is mountain pose. Your spine is long. Let's take a big inhale if you have room right next to your wall. Bring our arms up to circle of joy. And exhale. And when you're ready, find your focal point. Okay, so we call it a drishti. So this is tree pose. Abs are nice and tight. Let me just tell you that your waist down is really working hard. Your waist up is kind of loose. So there's two postures or two principles going on, if you will. So here we go. We're going to use the wall. We're going to put our weight into our right foot this time. And when you're ready, slowly bring your left foot. So either below your knee or above your knee, but just not pressure on your knee, at your knee. So once you do, standing nice and tall, focusing. If you find, well, this, I think I feel very strong in this pose. Your abs are tight, feel balanced. You want to take your hand off the wall for a moment. Listen to your body. Hands can come to heart center. And do what works for you. But you're feeling that in the core. Down is nice and tall to the ceiling. And how are we doing, everyone? Breathing in breath and out breath. And you're ready, bring that left foot down. Kind of shake it. Shake both knees. How do we do? Right? So we're ready to try the other side. And I'll come this way so you can see. Again, finding mountain pose, feeling grounded into the earth. Finding your focal point. Have that wall next to you. You need it. Left foot is being grounded. We're going to use our right now. Right foot comes below that knee or above the knee. Concentrating, breathing. You listen. So holding for support. Maybe using your fingertips before you let go. So you might start with your palm and then use your fingertips. But you're feeling that strength. Yes. And you're breathing. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Out breath. Nice. When you're ready, bring your right foot down and let's shake it all about. All right. So let's do a big inhale up. Arms come out to the side. We're going to do a forward fold. Now we do it as we're seated, but this is a wonderful posture. It looks like this. And you just forward fold. Knees are bent just a little bit. Okay. Head, if this feels okay, your head just kind of hangs. You're feeling this in your abs and your lower back. And we're finding our breath. In breath, out breath. And this is wonderful for tension. It promotes relaxation. But when you come up, you need to come up very slowly. Your eyes stay open if you have any kind of dizziness. In breath, and out breath. Now, let's continue to breathe. We're going to just take our hands and just gently roll up the spine. Ever so gently. Eyes are open. And when you're standing all the way up, just stacking your vertebrae one at a time. Slowly, eyes are open. Nice, everyone. All right. So let's find our way back down to the earth. I invite you, let's take one big stretch. Hands come out to a T. Now bend your knees for any way you find is the best way to get down to the earth. Your hands can come down to the earth. Bring your left knee down or your right knee down. And we're there. Bring your hands to the side and we're seated in the seated position. I'm going to come up to the top of your mat. We made it. Yay! Fabulous, fabulous. So let's continue stretching. I always have to watch the time because I tend to make an hour's class an hour and a half. You know how that goes. So let's do staff pose, and then we'll actually take it down. So staff pose, we've done this before. Legs are extended out about shoulder distance apart. We're feeling grounded into the earth. If you have your blanket, put it under your sit bones too. Again, to remind you, it brings your hips forward and puts less stress on your lower back. So we want to keep our back nice and safe. Let's flex our feet, okay? So it activates your hamstrings. And I invite you to inhale, arms overhead, and then hinge. Just hinge from your hips and take it forward, just wherever that is. Be kind to yourself. If it's your feet, if it's your ankles, if it's your legs, that's absolutely fine. And just soften, just let the body soften into earth, feeling that great stretch. And on the inhale, if we get a little more length, that's fine. On the exhale, just softening. And there we go. How about one more? Lengthening through the spine. And on the exhale, softening. Now, extend both arms out long, okay, on either side of your feet. And inhale back up to the sky, and exhale back to the side. Love that breath. How are you feeling? How is your body feeling? Better. Okay. So let's bend both knees. We're going to take it back down to the mat, back down to the earth. We'll do a twist, and then we'll go into relaxation. Arms are here. Okay. So this is great for your abs. Again, if your lower back is talking to you, please use your hands to support yourself down. Otherwise, we're going to use our abs. And breathe. Knees are bent. Just using our abs to control. Breathing and breathing. Oh, we made our way down. Let's do a gentle twist, okay? Knees are bent, arms are out to a T. Gaze to the ceiling, or your eyes can be closed. Just feeling your core engaged to the earth. Then I invite you to bring both hips and move them both to the right. So just gives you a little clearance. And then let both knees just fall gently to the left. If your neck is in good shape, and twist a little bit to the right. So gaze is to that right hand. Feeling that wonderful stretch. In breath. Out breath. In breath. And out breath. It's feeling that softening all the way down that right side. Wonderful belly breath. Brings in the peace and the calm. And then on your next in breath, let's bring our knees back up to neutral spine. Kind of get situated again. This time, we move our knees to the left side. Knees fall gently to the right. Gaze to your left hand. In breath. Out breath. In breath. Out breath. And in breath. Out breath. Feeling this energy all the way down the left side. Feeling that great stretch. Softening. And on your next inhale, come back to center. We're going to bring our knees into our chest. Give them one hug. I was going to say one last hug, but we'll hug again. And just roll gently to one side and back. Back and forth, massaging that lower back. And now I invite you to extend your feet long. We'll go into 4 cleansing breaths before we start final relaxation. So to remind you, as we inhale our arms overhead like we start our practice, big inhale. And on the exhale, arms come down to the side, open your mouth and inhale once again overhead. And arms come down. As you're ready, open your mouth and I invite you to do the last 2 cleansing breaths on your own, paired with your breath. Nice work, everyone. We've arrived at final relaxation. Palms are comfortably open at your sides. That feels nice. Eyes are gently closed. Just feeling the earth beneath you. Letting it support you. Maybe taking a quick body scan to feel what your body feels like after your practice today. Again, the mind should wander, bringing it back. Without judgment, with kindness. I'm going to lead us through a short meditation that can help us take a moment to slow down, bring ourselves into a more loving and positive space. Your eyes are closed. And take a slow, deep inhale and a slow, deep exhale. I invite you to do this one more time. Begin to bring your attention to your breath. Just noticing how your body gently expands and softens with each breath. Begin to call into mind someone you love. This could be a family member, a partner, a friend, or a pet. Just begin to think about a memory when you felt love for them. What are they doing? How do they look? Let yourself feel love for this person. Feel the joy and connection you have with them. Noticing where you may be able to feel it the most in your body. Excuse me. Begin to open yourself to this feeling. Once you are fully present with your feeling of love, let go of the thought of the person. Focus entirely on the feeling of love. Allow yourself to rest in it. Feel the energy of love within your body and within your heart. Feel the joy again and connection you have with them, noticing where you may be able to feel it the most in your body. And then again, open yourself to it. And once you are fully present with your feeling of love, let go of the thought of the person. Focus entirely on the feeling of love. And allow yourself to rest in it. Feel the energy of love within your body and within your heart. And let this love radiate throughout the body in each breath. Feel yourself as love. Notice how the sensation of love and joy remain even after you let go of the idea of the person inspiring it. Your love originates from within. It is not dependent on anything outside of you. Continue to breathe. Continue to feel that love from within. I invite you to begin some awareness back to your space, back to your body. Maybe some gentle movement to your fingertips, toes. Maybe inviting a deeper breath. Maybe one last stretch, reaching your arms overhead, pointing your feet in the opposite direction, really taking a nice stretch. Maybe a stretch like you would when you get up in the morning. And bending both knees, giving them a sweet hug, and rolling to one side. And then transitioning to a seated place. Taking your time. And once you arrive, maybe your eyes are closed. Hands in your heart center. May you be well. May you be filled with loving kindness for others, for yourself as well. May you take the sense of peace and calm that we created together this morning with you for the rest of your day. Namaste.